What is up, guys? Neumatix here with another Minecraft Redstone tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these two things right behind me. They are, in fact, some stoplights. So without further ado, let's do this. Now these are the most practical kind of stoplights that I could think of building without being too big. If by fact they can't really go up in the sky, in the area, like in the sky, like in an intersection, something like that, because they're too big and they just look big and bulky. And yeah, it just wouldn't work out. So I think it would work well with some rails, like a train station going by or something, at an intersection, and having this go off. So let me go ahead and show you how it works. It turns a yellow, green, and finally red. And then this one is just a bigger variant. They'll go ahead and let it look kind of like a light pole that you would see maybe at an intersection. So you have the two blacks and then the green. Click it, turns to red, and then one more turns to yellow, and then so on and so forth. Now do keep in mind here, this is going to be kind of a three-part video. So I'm going to show this off, and then I'm going to show something off that ties in with these lights, and then the third one is going to be a combination of all three. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. Let's go ahead and go with the materials you're going to need. You are going to need 3 regular pistons, 1 sticky piston, 8 repeaters, 19 redstone dust, 1 button, 1 piece of red wool, 1 piece of lime green wool, 1 yellow wool, and any block of your choice, and definitely not 400 of them. The layout of this build is going to be an 8x11, and it's going to be 3 high with a third one on top being the roof. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to come down and we're going to come up. So 1, 2, 3, and let's see, it's going to be right here. We're going to place our blocks out, and then we're going to come over on this side and place our blocks out, leaving some space over here because our redstone is going to be coming out to our button over on this side. And then we're just going to carry this all the way back, and we're going to just enclose it up to a point up to here, and we're going to leave this opening right there. So we'll just leave one kind of opening. Doesn't really matter as long as when we're all done with this redstone, as long as it's coming out through this side without any problem. Then we're going to want to go ahead and grab our regular piston, and we're going to place it right here. Then we're going to grab another regular piston, place one right here. 2 away from that one, we'll place a sticky piston, and then right next to it, facing this way, we're going to place a piston, a regular one. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our blocks. We'll go ahead and try and go in order here. So we'll place our green first, then our yellow right here, and then our red finally right there. And then all we need to do is go ahead and place some repeaters. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then 4 coming out the back from this side. And these 3, the first 3 on this one, are going to be set on full tick delay. And then we just need to go ahead and grab our redstone, bring that out, and connect up all of our redstone from these repeaters. And then go ahead, oh, didn't mean to do that. And then we just need to go ahead and bring this redstone circuit all the way out to this point so that we can see what is going on, and just place our button right there. And that is really pretty much it. It should work now. So let's go ahead and hit it. And it is not correct. So I messed something up in this area right here, because these should not be sending off at the same time. So we do have everything on the redstone side, right? All I did on accident was set the blocks in the wrong order. So we need to go ahead and set the green block here and the yellow block here. And then, just to be sure, we need to make sure that the redstone signal is going to all of these pistons. So let's go ahead and place a repeater right there. Now we should be all set to go. So let's try this out again. And there we go. It's working just like it should. Transitions between all 3 blocks: green, red, and yellow. Now if you wanted to go ahead and finish this up, maybe we just put some blocks up like this, and as I did on the other side, just kind of enclose the whole thing. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and grab maybe some glowstone and place a glowstone block right on top right there, because it's not going to be interacting with anything else, and it just kind of gives you an insight of what you should be looking at, because everything else around isn't going to have any kind of light. But you come up to the intersection of where this is, and all of a sudden, oh, I got to pay attention to this. So we could go ahead and close up the top, which all I like to do is go ahead and place some blocks like this, and I can go ahead and close this all up. And of course, Once you have this all closed up, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put this redstone signal underground so no one can see it, and you can set this to whatever redstone device you want to in order to make this thing loop in between each block when they go up to maybe a detector rail. That would work very well when going up to something like this. Alright, so right on to the next one. We're going to start building the bigger one this time, and it's going to include 9 regular pistons, 3 sticky pistons, 10 repeaters, around 56 pieces of redstone, 1 button, 1 piece of red wool, 1 lime wool, 1 yellow wool, and a bunch of blocks of your choice. This time our layout is going to be a 12 by 13, and it is going to be 5 high. The starting out point is going to be similar to the other one. All we're going to do is come up 2, and actually 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to start going all the way from the left hand side and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then skip over 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaving this area for that redstone to wrap around. Like I said, of course, you could go ahead and make sure that that redstone goes underneath so no one sees it. So you actually might not need this area, but this is just to show you guys where that input is going to be coming from. So let's go ahead and finish off the outside. So just go ahead and close this thing all the way to this point, and then we're going to go ahead and go all the way over here. Let's break that, and let's go ahead and break this one too, making sure it lines up with that hole. This is just where that redstone is going to come out and wrap around our little building here. So let's go ahead and come out like this, and then finish it off just like this over to the side. And then we're going to come over to the front, and we're going to start setting up our pistons. All right, so what we're going to want to do first is go ahead and go down to this corner like we did in the first one and place 3 up, our regular pistons, facing outward. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come over to the left 2, and then we're going to come over to the left over this way. Kind of hard to go around in the area I'm at, but let's go ahead and grab our regular pistons again, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 up like this, and then we're going to skip 1, and right over here we're going to place our sticky pistons going up like that, and then right next to it we're going to place regular pistons going up this way. And now that we have all of our pistons in place, we need to start setting up the redstone. All right, so now what we're going to want to do is come over to these stacks of pistons, and we're going to come right in the middle and come out 2. So 1, 2, and then 1 down. Then we're going to go over to this stack of pistons, do the same thing, 2 out, 1 down, and between these 2, we're going to come up 1, and then we're going to come down 1, and then out 1, and then 1 on the ground, just like that. And then what we're going to want to do is go ahead and take our redstone coming down like that, and then do the same thing from these. And we're going to take 2 repeaters and place them in like this. We're going to grab some redstone going in between like this, 1 going up like that, and then we're going to grab some redstone going like this. So now we're going to go ahead and come down to the one in the middle here. We're going to place a repeater down just like that, and then we're going to take some redstone here and bring out from this one 1 more here, and then we're going to grab another repeater set on full delay, and then we're going to come over to this one. We're going to place a repeater just like this on full delay. We're going to place a piece of redstone right here, and then 3 more repeaters on full delay. And then we're going to go ahead and connect up our redstone from all of these repeaters. So we go ahead and go like this, over to here, and over to here. And now we could go ahead and connect our redstone from this area all the way to the front, and just making sure that the connection is not going to be too long for it to go and reach everything else. So I hope, let's go ahead and be sure, maybe right here, and then count out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's place a repeater right there, and then drag out this redstone the rest of the way right here, and we can place our button right there to make sure everything's going to work. But first, we're going to need to go ahead and put our blocks in place. So we're going to come around to the back here. We're going to go straight down, and we are going to need our red blocks, our yellow blocks, and our green ones. So let's bring those out right now. And all we need to do is make our L shape, a backwards L shape. And we need to make sure that they're all making sense. So let's place green down first, and then 2 blacks. And then let's go ahead and place down 1 black, 1 yellow, and another black. And then 2 blacks and a red. And that should make up our stoplight. So now we can go into the front and test this out and make sure that it works. So let's go ahead and hit our button to make sure that it works. So pops them around. Goes the yellow. And I actually have my lights set up wrong. It goes from green to red to yellow. Yeah, that wouldn't be a very good idea. But as you can see, it's easy to just go and swap those blocks out to make sure that it makes sense. And it's pretty easy to just go ahead and close this thing. And then if you guys wanted to go ahead and make that redstone disappear somewhere else, and it doesn't have to come out the back, since all this redstone is connected, it can come over here and you can dig down to make sure it hides. And like I said, put it into some kind of circuit that's going to make sense for you, maybe going through an intersection of your railways and making sure that it hit the detector rail to swap these guys around. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you enjoyed this redstone tutorial on the kind of makeshift stoplights that I made. I hope they kind of make sense. I hope that you go ahead and use them in your world, in your railway system of some sort. I think these were the best practical way of using some kind of stoplight. So if you enjoyed, please let me know down in the comments below or by hitting that like button. And as always, thanks again, and I hope you subscribe to my channel to get content like this every Tuesday. And don't forget, I have 2 more episodes that are going to link up with this certain kind of redstone build to make it all make sense. So thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.